Hello, everybody from Royal Caribbean's Allure of the Seas. Welcome. My name is Matt. I am from RoyalCaribbeanBlog.com. Happy Tuesday, everybody. We are here on Royal Caribbean's test cruise for Allure of the Seas. My first time on a test cruise. Not my first time on board this ship, but first time in a long time. Glad to have you guys here. Check out RoyalCaribbeanBlog.com for plenty more Royal Caribbean news, information, fun advice. We're here on Allure of the Seas. It's a 2-night cruise to the Bahamas and back. This is part of what Royal Caribbean has to do in order to get its ships approved by the U.S. federal government in order to set sail again with paying passengers. Glad to have you guys here. We spoke less than 24 hours ago here on YouTube. We're back again, hanging out with you guys. Hello, everybody. Good afternoon on the pool deck here of Allure of the Seas. It is great to be back on board, and my first time on an Oasis class ship since the shutdown. And you know, I don't know if this is really a thing people say or not, but there's Oasis class and there is everything else. So, Paul Crow was ready for shots, but you weren't there. About that, Paul. Don't worry, I'll get you back, Paul. No worries. Hey, Jennifer Kellum is here from MEI Travel. Hello. What a beautiful sight. Isn't it great? It's great being back on board. There he is, the legend himself, Mr. Ken Jarvis. Live from deck 15? 16. Coming to you live from the Situation Room at the pool bar. So we got lots of friends on board. It's great. Royal Caribbean invited a number of top-tier Crown and Anchor members to come on board. Unfortunately, I wasn't one of them. I'm here on my media credentials. So I'm Mary Ellen. I'm on Allure of the Seas on the pool deck. Hello, Lynn. It looks empty. Jennifer Callan. I don't know the number, but I'm assuming there's only a couple hundred people on board this ship. I don't know the exact number. It could certainly be different. But, yeah, no, there's not a lot of people on board, obviously. This is just kind of a, what's the word? This is it's just a test cruise. It's just to get what they need. They just need volunteers on here, basically, in order to make it work, I should say. So, hello, April. 6 years ago on Allure. 12-man proud. This is a 2-night cruise. So tonight, tomorrow, back on Thursday. That's it. So, I have not heard a number, so I don't know, Kara. It's entirely possible, but I have not heard a number yet as to how many passengers are on board. And what's interesting for me personally, this is obviously Allure of the Seas. Allure did not get her amplification. So she's not like Oasis, or she has the updates that Harmony and Symphony have. It's like the original OG Oasis class. So there's little things that you're like, oh yeah, I remember that used to be here kind of things. So, what did I say about my 2 dinners? Great question. So we're going to Izumi Hibachi tonight and 150 Central Park. My wife really wanted to do 150, so I was like, all right, honey, let's do that. And I said, hey, do you want to do the steak, the Brazilian steakhouse, I guess, the Samba Grill? And she was like, not really. We're not just big eaters like that. So we decided just to go back to Izumi, which we absolutely love. No water slides, no slides at all, no dry or wet. Nothing on there, so. Are there any port stops? Yes, we have 1 port stop. We're going to Perfect Day at Coco Key tomorrow. We'll be there. Do they have plans to amplify Allure? Well, they did before the shutdown, but obviously all the amplifications got postponed that were scheduled for 2020 and 2021. So you know, it's all kind of in. Eventually, I think they will get the upgrades, but you know, nothing's for sure right now, obviously. SK, interesting. Your husband to Royal Caribbean in September. Nice, fantastic. And of course, down here below, Central Park. When do they do a test on Harmony so we can do a group cruise, right? Well, Mike, don't forget, Harmony's in Spain, so they won't be doing any. I'm not sure. Obviously, there's a lot of other ships that haven't done test cruises yet that, you know, we're kind of in, like Enchantment of the Seas, Harmony, Liberty, Explorer. You know, there's a lot. You all know these, right? And hopefully we'll have an update sooner than later about when we can expect that. Yeah, this is Allure of the Seas. Allure of the Seas. So, got the DJ going right now. And I believe we're going to be setting sail, I should say, later, I believe 5 o'clock-ish, maybe? So, is Central Park considered outside? I thought so. Somebody told me to put my mask back on when I was outside at Central Park, so I don't know. I honestly don't know. It's a great question. I gotta look it up. I gotta look up the chart. But obviously it's great to be back on board a ship and back on an Oasis class, because let me tell you, there's Oasis class and there's everything else, and it's just incredible being back on here again. It's just so big, so wide. There's just so much space. It's incredible. Is the Rising Tide bar open? It is, yes, absolutely. And of course, this is like, I don't know if it's the last in the fleet, but there's the H2O zone. Remember when that was a thing? This is the old kids. Before Splashaway Bay, you had the H2O zone, which was kind of a different thing, quite frankly. Yeah, so it's kind of I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot about this. So Allure's just like the like I said, it's still the original Oasis class layout and whatnot. It's kind of nice. Did I do a room tour? I did not do a room tour. We're just in a balcony, ocean view, nothing incredibly interesting that you haven't seen probably before. Has there been any talk of amplification still appropriately on hold? There has been some talk of it. I don't have dates or anything like that, but I'm hoping to get you guys an update on that soon for RoyalCaribbeanBlog.com. So keep an eye out for that, but it's not dead, let's put it that way. We are on Royal Caribbean's Allure of the Seas. Allure of the Seas. You need to shoot some video for posterity's sake, right? Well, what I really got to do is, I brought my gimbal with me, which I'm not using right now, sorry. I always forget in my room. But I do want to shoot some B-roll if I can for, to be able to use later in other videos, so. Main stage show, there's a headliner and a comedian on board. The ice skating show will be performing, but there's no shows that we can watch on the sailing in the Aqua Theater or the main theater. They're doing rehearsals still, so. Oh, I agree, Rory. Rory from South Carolina says, any Oasis, old or not, is better than anything smaller for me. You sound like my wife. Yeah, no, we love the Oasis class. Love it, love it, love it. So, are you not doing Sabor? I had Sabor. I know it's a tough choice. We got margaritas at Sabor. But no, believe it or not, I just, there's so many choices and only 2 nights. And we're going on Harmony of the Seas in November, and they have Sabor on there on 7. That's a 7-night cruise, obviously. So don't worry, I'll get there. But yeah, it was kind of I know some of you were like, what? What? Crazy, right? But anyway. Do you have any updates on Harmony out of Barcelona? No, I have no updates one way or another. Here's Port Canaveral. Is this Allure's first cruise since temporary closing? Yes, and this is the test cruise. So this is a CDC mandated sailing. This is not a revenue cruise. So everybody is on board got this cruise for free. We're all volunteers to basically test out the new protocols, basically get approval for Royal Caribbean, for the ship to be able to set sail. One big change is, hang on a second. So we're fully vaccinated. That's why I have the purple wristband, but the green wristband is a tracelet. The tracelet is a contact tracing bracelet. So if we go too close, if someone had contracted COVID, tested positive, they could easily tell who had close contact with that person and be able to quarantine and test those people. The tracelets were first introduced on Royal Caribbean's Quantum of the Seas in Singapore, but this is the first time that I'm aware of they've been used in the United States, and my first time using them as well. So, Cynthia, at this point, what threshold would cause them to cancel cruises? I'm not sure, honestly. That's a good question. I'm not sure. Are you allowed to take them off at any time? You're supposed to wear the wristbands all the time. That being said, I don't know, like, can I put this on my, my belt loop? Like, would that, I guess that would count, right? I mean, they're not taking it's not like it's like taking my, biometrics or anything like that. It's just tracking where I am and if I'm close to anybody. So, love these day beds they got up here as well. Always nice. Hello, Sherry. Welcome. So, yeah, we're having a nice time. just kind of hanging out, and it's really relaxing. I tell you, something cruising without kids. When you go on, I'm so used to cruising with kids, I don't know what to do with myself. I'm like, what do we do during the day, the afternoon? It's like, you know, we are at Port Canaveral today. Are there free drinks on the cruise? No, drinks are 50% off on this sailing. 50% off. Do the bracelets do other things like open the door? No, they do absolutely nothing else except for track your movements. For purposes of contact tracing. They're not like saying, oh, Matt's in the bar now, right? They don't care. It's really just about if there's a positive case, they can tell exactly, okay, this person, that person, and this person, had close contact with that one. What is Mount Harmony in November? November 17th, Thanksgiving week, whatever. I think that's the 17th, if I'm not mistaken. So, SK and empty nesters in 15 days. Nice. That's fantastic. When did the ship leave? I think 5. I don't know why I said that so high pitched. I think 5 o'clock. I'm not mistaken. The restaurants are open. No, I already made reservations tonight we'll be eating at Izumi Hibachi. And then tomorrow night we'll be at 150 Central Park. So, looks like a beautiful day. Actually, it's a little cloudy right now. It's starting to clear out, as you can see, but this is why I'm doing this tour now, because when it's sunny out, it's like 5 billion degrees out in the sun. So now it's nice to kind of just take it easy. Hey, Gary Miola Jr., thank you for the super chat, buddy. Appreciate it. So jealous, brother. I'm at my desk and you're on a cruise ship again. Well, Gary, I appreciate you, my friend. Thank you for the super chat. Very, very kind of you. And listen, at least you got a little distraction at work, right? Hey, I see Mike Pastore in the house. What's up, Mike? Hope you're well. Do you get your Diamond Plus drinks? I don't think so, Sharon. I asked about it. Because this cruise, so this is it's one of those things like, because it's a free cruise, you don't get any of the benefits that they're offering. It's not a regular sailing kind of thing. Which is consistent with other times I've been on, like not simulated cruises, but like shakedown cruises and things like that. They don't offer those kind of benefits in that situation. But again, I pay nothing for this cruise, so even if I spend $300 in drinks, I'm still coming out ahead because the cruise fare would have been more than that, right? So that's the way you got to keep reminding yourself of that. So there's no drink packages available to purchase. Everything is a la carte. No Crown Anchor points either. That's correct, Beth. You're absolutely right. Hey, thank you, Ray and Sue. I'm glad you guys are enjoying this. Listen, it's fun to be able to share this with you guys. Tomorrow, our perfect day, and I love sharing all this coverage here. We'll be live at RoyalCaribbeanBlog.com. I've got a live blog I'll be writing. So every day, you guys wake up tomorrow when Gary Miola Jr. gets to his desk, he can go straight to RoyalCaribbeanBlog.com. And bam, there'll be a new blog post up there with everything I did today, kind of a comprehensive look at what's happening for you to catch on up. Any idea what the max capacity for upcoming cruises this year? No, Eric, that's a great question, man. I have not seen any figures announced by Royal at this point. Hey, Tri-State, this is Allure of the Seas. Tony Moore, this is a 2-night cruise. 2-night cruise. Did you have to pay for your own transportation to Port Canaveral? I did, yeah. Basically, we pay for everything that is not the cruise fare. Parking, drinks, gratuities, everything else is all on us. So yes, it could be free if you still have to pay for parking, I suppose, but then you just have to, be relegated to everything that's complimentary on board the ship. But since the cruise fare is always the biggest price, you're still coming out ahead, I think. How was the boarding process? Did they give you a health check arrival time? It was easy. You'd have an arrival time. You do the health questionnaire in the Royal Caribbean app, and then they check your vaccination status if you choose to elect. On this one, you have to do it because it's a CDC one. But you do that. You do the regular check-in. It's really easy, really easy. I don't know what the capacity is on this sailing. Do those eco beds have charging ports? No. These are eco beds? I don't even know that's what they are. I don't think so. I'm gonna look. Any testing involved? There was no test on this ship. No COVID test, no. And there's no electric outlets on these beds. Somebody asked? That's it. That's research right there, ladies and gentlemen. That's what I'm here for. And of course, one of the areas that You know it, Tim. I'm doing the chicken parm tomorrow. So there are different areas of the ship that are for vaccinated guests only. This is one of them. So the solarium is for vaccinated guests only. There is a common thread among the vaccinated only areas. Number one, they're usually places only adults can go, like bars, lounges, or the solarium in this case. And number two, they tend to be more indoor areas. Solarium is not quite that, but you know, basically, there is a little rhyme or reason to them that you will find. Now, it's kind of interesting. Allure still has something. This is only on Oasis and Allure. Are these things? You ever seen these? These are really cool. So this is called the Small Wonders, and the nursery is open. So these are they're hidden all over the ship, and they look like, honestly, you could overlook them. But inside, let me see if I can show you this. You see that? So each one has a different little thing you can find. This is a great C-Day activity for kids that you can, or parents, anybody really. You can find, there's like 40 of them on the ship, something like that. They're hidden all over. You got to find them. And each one is different. They're not all the same. So you look in each one, see what it is. There's different art inside. It's really cool. So the amount of announcements, my goodness. It's Bing Bong. Bing Bong Mark. Whoa, look at that. This is Royal Caribbean's Allure of the Seas. Allure of the Seas. Yes. Very exciting, right? There you go. We're excited. Hello, hello. Hello. So this is the solarium, obviously. If you haven't been here, this is the adults-only area. Looking great. And a lot of people are big fans of the solarium, spending time here, relaxing. Yeah, isn't it fun to hear Mark Walker again? It's always nice. I mean, it's just so cool to be back on board, and it's like, it's really nice. So. Anyway, I wanted to share this all with you guys, and hope you're all having a great start to your week. I'll be live tomorrow. We'll do another live broadcast tomorrow afternoon, or tomorrow, I don't know when exactly, but we'd love to be able to check in live from Onboard, the perfect day at Coco Key, which I absolutely love. One of my favorite places to go. Notice any upgrades like beds, TV, and other furniture on the ships? Nope. Honestly, it looks like, I mean, the only thing I've really noticed that's different are these day beds. I don't remember them being on here, but I might have forgotten about them. I don't know. So. Do all the crew members know who you are, or do you have your blog bling? I don't have my blog bling. No, I'm incognito, so. Sometimes, actually, I don't think no crew members have said they've noticed me on this one, but it's more hit or miss. Sometimes they know me, sometimes they don't, but that's not really me. It's not my jam anyway. I'm not like, hey, do you know who I am? It's not my thing. So, there you go, guys. Well, I just wanted to say hello. Obviously, we're having a great time here. There's a couple of other cruise ships in port, 2 Disney ships, the Disney Expensive and the Disney Super Expensive. And then I thought it was the Mardi Gras, but I think it's a Carnival ship with the new paint jobs. I have no idea which one that is. They are doing shows. Yeah, there's going to be ice skating shows in Studio B on this particular cruise. So, Tony, your channel influenced me to book a surprise cruise for my family for my wife's birthday next June 2020 on Mariner. Nice, fantastic. Love it. Hey, Lynn is here. Lynn, I can't believe, you and or Marcy's not here. But I know why Marcy has a really good excuse, obviously. So. Beth Dicker says, some of us are working on a cruise ship, and Matt is working on a cruise ship, right? Hello, Beth from MEI Travel. Renell Simmons with the super chat. Thank you, Renell. Thanks for sharing. Have fun. Thank you, Renell. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Travel lady, I'm vaxxed and ready to cruise. I hope you got a cruise booked. You got to book one. It's awesome. It's so good to be back on board. Really, really nice. Hey, RD Declare, RD, I don't know how to pronounce that, going to be on the Independence test cruise on Sunday. Nice, that's fantastic. Does Royal Caribbean have special birthday deals for a group? Not specifically, but they'll make it special on board. The buffet is open. Booze Cruise, it is full service, not self-service. Roy, any update in Port Tampa? Nothing to share one way or the other, so. They're invited, but in Cali. Yeah, no, Marcy has a good excuse, right? So, no, Royal Caribbean picks your cabin, not you. Hey, Zombie Socks, first live stream, welcome. Anyway, welcome. When do you use the WOW bands and when do you need to go to your SeaPass cards? Good question. There's no WOW bands on here. So it's pretty much SeaPass cards on this particular ship. But if you were on a ship that had WOW bands, they're interchangeable. You can use your SeaPass cards or your WOW bands, up to you. The only real difference is if you're getting off the ship, you need your SeaPass cards. So, all right, well, I appreciate everybody. Thank you guys. Thank you, Gary and Renell for the super chats today. Really appreciate you guys. Check out RoyalCaribbeanBlog.com for plenty more Royal Caribbean news, information, fun, advice. Of course, we're live every Monday. There we go. We're live every Monday on YouTube. But we'll be live tomorrow again. So come check us out. We have a perfect day, Hugo Key, just in time for Gary Miola Jr. to go back to work. Does the waste have WOW bands? They do. They do indeed. So, all right, guys. Have a great one. Hope you're all well. Enjoy your day. And we'll talk again very, very soon right here on YouTube. See you guys.